We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is, I don't actually know who this is from, because we've got the revolutionary hot sauce here, which is normally what I would think is the brand name, but we have some strong references to the Black Panthers, the actual organization itself. As we can see here, the Black Panther Party's service to the people. The sauce is called Burn Baby Burn, which was famously a slogan from the Black Panthers, Huey Newton, I believe, not associated with hot sauce. Well, we got a taste of the 60s, sort of commercialization here, I guess, of the political party, which I believe is what it is. But they have a lot of programs for the economically disadvantaged, the Black Panther Party does. And apparently, so there's a historical aspect to this. I don't know who actually came up with the Burn Baby Burn sauce, but this is supposedly the original formulation. So in it, we have ripened organic habanero peppers, red ripened organic jalapeno peppers, organic vinegar, and sea salt. And the distribution is Mario Hilliard King. I don't know if that is someone related to the Martin Luther King Jr. family or anything like that. I don't know. I know that there was certainly, I don't believe he was part of the Black Panthers, but there was some relation and some, I think, dynamic between them historically. So that obviously is neither here nor there for this hot sauce. We have a restrictor cap. I forgot about that. Let's just get rid of that because you can see why we don't want that. And let's see if I can get that mix back in. So I will say this sauce, which I mentioned in the written review, the link to which is available in the description down below, is very, very reminiscent of a couple sauces from the Arizona Gunslinger, Arizona Peppers Company. Obviously, very, very low amount of ingredients in this. The smell is more of jalapenos, I would say. The flavor is I think skewed more towards habaneros and salt. This is an intensely salty sauce, which is, I think, the aspect that reminded me most of those ones that I mentioned in the written review. So it is a really pretty sauce, very nice looking. You can see it's got a little bit of chunkiness to it, probably medium thick, I would say. And there are written reviews, by the way, and video reviews of both of those other two sauces as well, if you care to check those out. But let's get into it. Oh, so salty. Very habanero forward. Yeah, definitely. It reminds me a little bit of I think orange crush a little bit. And a little bit of the red habanero from El Yucateco. But it is just intensely salty. That I think is probably the main flavor driver here. With the sort of bare bones ingredients that they have, we have, the 2 peppers, vinegar, and salt. It is fairly flexible as long as you want it on something salty. There is no getting around that though. It would be a really strange coincidence to me. I don't know who's producing this. I'm not saying anything, but it'd be a very strange coincidence to me if 2 separate sauce companies with, by the way, the ingredient panels are the same on those other sauces as well. But it'd be really interesting to me if 2 different separate entities took the same ingredients and came up with sauces that have an identical problem, that being overly salty. So, I don't know, maybe the Arizona Gunslinger is co-packing for them. I don't know. I'm not saying they are. I don't know. But very, very, very strong similarity. All right. So, habaneros and jalapenos always speak to me of Mexican style food. So, why am I getting this cup? Which is filled with, I don't know if you can see that, but it's filled with ramen. Ramen from read that, Del Taco. So what I did is I went and got the entire Birria menu. Because I've been meaning to have that for a while. I try to go through all of the Del Taco promotional stuff. You've seen a lot of it on this channel. I like to just see what they're doing. I like to take a little spin on their stuff. It is probably, well, not probably, it is my favorite Mexican fast food restaurant, even with their association with Jack in the Box, who I don't like. Alright, so we've got here, what is this? This is the quesadilla. And there's some sauce, which I don't need. So we have this, oh boy, look at this. Will this all fit on the camera? I don't know. Alright, here is the man, this is more of a struggle than it should be. Alright. Hopefully you can see that there quesadilla. There it is. And let's set this off to the side for now. Alright, this is the ramen. And ramen, birria ramen. Boy, there's so much that could go wrong with this. We're going to sample that as well here. I will say this, though. This is kind of expensive. This little cup here is $6. This was 6 or 7 or 8 maybe. And then we also have 2 of the tacos. They come with the calzone, which I am not going to use for this. Okay. Okay, so we have, you guys better not have put onions on this, damn it. So this is just a street taco, you can see here, and and this comes with a lime. So I think what we're going to do, okay, we have 2 of these. Man, you guys are too much. I see a lot of strand onions floating around here in the wrapping. I don't see any in the tacos, so I think what we're gonna, at least I don't think I do. All right, so I think what we're gonna do here is let's put lime on. Usually lime and beef, not a thing that I like, but we'll try it on this one. So this is we get just a benchmark here for the taco by itself. Tortillas are good. The beef is a little plain, to be honest. All right, let's throw some of this on there with lime. It's not going to make any difference at all. I can tell you that right now. The sauce is going to be way too overpowering for that. Okay. Oh, there's like a cheese in here too. Huh. Of course, there's cilantro in here too. Cilantro does not taste like soap to me. Which I'm really happy about. I'm going to say this is honestly a bit underwhelming. It's not bad, but it's a very muted flavor. Yeah, that not a bright spot there. All right. All right. Let's just try this ramen. Birria ramen. Well, it fails pretty much immediately as a ramen. This is not. This is not a positive thing. Let's throw some sauce in here. See if this helps it. Oh, it's so salty. Just licking the threads and it's like, wow. I feel like I need to chug a gallon of water after I eat the sauce to get some of that out of my system. So that's nice actually in the ramen. Where it adds a little dynamic of heat to it, a lot more depth of flavor. It's if this is the actual original form, it would have been so wild. I don't know. I want to go back to the '60s and the turmoil going around at the time. I don't think I would enjoy that. But it'd be fascinating to actually have the hot sauce in the form that it was in back then. Habaneros was not a thing, to my knowledge, particularly in the United States at all, until probably the last 3 or 4 decades. But obviously, in the Panthers were, I think, nationwide. A lot of stuff in California, and if you were going to run into habaneros, that would have been it. So maybe. This almost tastes like a vegetable beef soup. Where is something wrong with it? is pretty rummy. Look at this. All that's left in there is broth. Like half this stupid cup was just the broth. When I saw this, I was curious. I wasn't super excited though, just more curious to try a Mexican fast food place doing a ramen. It was screwy enough to me that seemed like it could be something really interesting. I don't know. I would still say that. All right, so this is the quesadilla, dear quesadilla. The idea with this is the birria cheese and it should be green sauce. Where's the green sauce? Oh, okay. I think there's some in there. All right, let's get a baseline on this. This should be the easiest thing possible. Cheddar cheese, tortilla, beef. It was interesting to me that there's green sauce on it. Because, like, why would you put that on beef? Oh, salty. I probably will just use this. Well, it will work. In some places where I would normally use... Oh man, this is not good. That's weird. It will work. In some places where I would normally use a cayenne style. So maybe if I run out of cayenne style, I can sub in this. It's too much. It is honestly same problem I had with the other ones. They were so salty, they made me not want to use it. All right. Okay. Well, I don't want to. I'm going to try one of these just to see if I can get some of that green sauce. I wonder if they just didn't put it on here. So the birria itself, I should talk about that. To me, it's almost reading like a shredded pot roast. There is not a huge depth of flavor in here that I was led to believe would be there that I would normally expect for this. All right, let's hit, we're gonna hit with lime again. See if it actually reads this time. Yes, I don't like that. Oh, I was better off just not having it. Oh well. All right. I don't want to lick the threads of this anymore, so Where's the sauce in both up? Oh, that's so salty. Oh, brutal. All right. Wow. Whew. All right. Well, we're nearing the end, finally. So I'll rate these at the end as far as just menu items. This might actually be saltier than those other ones. Which is not really a good competition to be winning. Okay. All right. Well, okay. So let's talk about the birria menu first. I like their regular cheese quesadillas generally. I don't eat them a lot, but they're fine. I did not like them there. The ramen. Oh, the ramen. I applaud Del Taco for trying to take a step out and do something new. I don't think that was the right thing to do. I don't think combining those two food types worked very well. I think the ramen in particular has a pretty specific expectation, and putting it in that context it's incongruous. It feels just very disjointed. So I would say the ramen is probably dead last for me, and then the quesadilla. And then by default, so the tacos without the lime were fine. I liked what they did with the tortillas in particular. Adding the lime was not a smart thing to do. I wish I wouldn't have. I will say that most of those things, the ramen I like better with this. The other two things I like better without this, or with this in just much, much lower quantities. And it just, this isn't a bad sauce. I mean, it isn't. I wouldn't say that. For me, it is just way, way, way too like when salt is the last ingredient in your sauce, and it still is overpowering everything else in there. I think that there is certainly a flaw there. I don't like salt to that extent, and let me just see here. Oh, they're they're putting this in fairly small serving sizes. This is a very salty sauce. Salt reads very, very heavily through this. I'm not a big fan of the flavor of habaneros per se, so having the habaneros forward as much as they were here is certainly not. It's not unfamiliar to me, but it's not also very enjoyable. I don't like it that far forward, where it's kind of the main flavor, especially when you have like jalapenos, which are a pretty good tasting pepper, I think. So, I think this was trying to be more forward with the heat is kind of what I'm thinking here. But hence the name. But it isn't like particularly challenging heat wise sauce either. So to me, I if they cut about half the salt out of this would be an infinitely better sauce. And that is just kind of I felt the same way about the other two, and that's just kind of where it falls. Will I finish this? I don't know. It's not a sauce. I didn't enjoy the other ones a great deal. And I thought the other ones were better as far as pepper flavor, though. This one is definitely just it reads more salty than the other ones do. So I don't know. Is it worth doing battle with hypertension? That's kind of the main question here, and probably not. I do like this label though. The old Black Panther, that sort of font that they used back then. I think that part is really really cool. And I mean, I support their initiatives to help people and everything too. That's all to the good there. Just if you like those from Arizona Peppers and Arizona Gunslinger, give this one a go. It is, if you like those, you'll like this as well. So, as far as the sauce goes, it's probably not something I would want to go through again. And I guess I'll just leave it there. So, there it is from the Black Panther Party. The Burn Baby Burn, a revolutionary hot sauce. As always, go forth in peace to serve the flame.